So we got some huge spoilers from Boruto chapter 67. And it's been a while since I've talked about Boruto. From now on, I'll often try to provide Boruto content. In the previous chapter, there were many unexpected twists in the story. In particular, Boruto's died. There was a lot of speculation at the time about how Boruto would be resurrected. In the recent spoilers, it has been confirmed that a Boruto has been resurrected. So let's see clearly what happened in the chapter. But before that, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So the chapter opens up right where we left off. Kawaki's karma is still active. Code did not expect the situation to change like this. Now Boruto is dead. He totally did not expect Kawaki to kill that Boruto. Suddenly Ada starts talking to him. She asks, "Wasn't Boruto an important living sacrifice to you? What are you going to do if he dies there like that?" But Code is still at the scene without knowing what to do. At the same time, Shikamaru is still a hostage. He still doesn't know how the Kawaki got the karma back. I think Amato must have implanted him that karma without anyone knowing when he fixed Kawaki's arm. But when Naruto's life was in danger, the overwhelming desire to save him would have been a trigger. However, Ada warns of that Code. She says, "Don't even think of doing something stupid like trying to use Kawaki as the living sacrifice, as the substitute for Boruto." However, now that Kawaki is the only chance for the Code. So, he cannot give her a definite answer. Code finally tries to retreat from there. Kawaki notices it suddenly. Code warns Kawaki before leaving. He says, "Remember this, even if you acquire power, things will still be the same for you. You'll never be free for as long as you live. You'll always be at the mercy of something else." When he tries to go to the hideout place where Ada is now, his claw marks suddenly shrinked. Then Code falls to the ground. He sees that the claw marks are shrinked. Kawaki's dojutsu is still active. He now has 4 triangles in his eye. When the Code tries to escape again using his claw marks, Kawaki shrinks it all. Kawaki just keeps approaching him and says, "It doesn't seem like you understand what's going on. Now's not the time to be pompously talking about the destinies of other people." Kawaki now reluctantly kills anyone who could be a threat to Naruto. He even killed Boruto now. Because if Momoshiki take over Boruto's body again, it will be the biggest danger to Naruto. But Naruto knows all this. He can't kill his own son. But Kawaki did that thing. This is what he says to the Code. "It doesn't matter what entity threatens the life of the Lord Seventh. I'll even eliminate the brother. But I don't have any reason to let you escape." When Code tries to escape from there again, Kawaki uses the black rods that used by Isiki. What amazes me is that Kawaki just started using Isiki's skills just a while ago. But now he seems to use all his powers without difficulty. This clearly shows the power difference between the Code and him. Code's karma can't even absorb the ninjutsu they use. So this is the biggest disadvantage. He is still in the limiters. So can't use his full power. This is a big advantage to Kawaki. Now he is already 80% Otsutsuki. Code finally realizes he's no match for him. Meanwhile Shikamaru goes from there to where Naruto is. Naruto totally doesn't see the fight going on between Kawaki and Code. He still has the Boruto's body on his lap. He can focus on nothing but his own son. However, Shikamaru tries to comfort him. He understands that the reason Boruto did this is to protect them all. But Naruto still can't believe what happened. As the head of the village, Naruto should now focus on the Code. But he couldn't. The Code is the only person who can be a threat to them for now. So if they let him escape now, for them it will become even more of a nuisance. So Shikamaru tells that Naruto to fight. Now that Kawaki is cornering him, this is a good chance for them. He plans to settle him here. But Naruto has not even spoken to him face to face yet. He is still worried about Boruto, which makes Shikamaru angry. He says, "Can you get it together? This is something that Boruto chose for himself. In order to protect all of us. Now's not the time for a parent like yourself to be so disheartened and wimpy." During the discussion between them, Kawaki almost destroys the Code. If the fight continues like this, he will be killed by Kawaki. Like he said, Kawaki is trying to kill him. Kawaki raises his left palm right and aims it right at Code's face. Kawaki is charging up energy in the center of his palm. He's in point-blank range. He tells the Code, "You said that someone wanted to meet me. But I don't know anything about their motives. If they dare and try to oppose the Lord Seventh, I won't have any mercy for them either." Kawaki when he started the attack. The Code was finally able to bring Demon to the scene at the last minute. He was able to pull the Demon using the claw mark on his head. Since he was able to bring him here at the right time, he was able to escape from Kawaki's attack. But at the same time, Kawaki's attack reflected on himself. Because of this Demon's ability, it was useful to Code at the last minute. Shikamaru, who was watching all this, did not understand anything. Then he sees that the Code is with a small boy. However, the Code immediately sends the Demon back to hideout. Ada is irritated to see that Kawaki is now on the ground. But before the Code escapes from there, he checks whether Kawaki's body has pulse or not. He then confirms to Ada that he is still unconscious. But before leaving, he starts talking to Kawaki, who is unconscious on the ground. He says, "Honestly, I don't like this situation at all. But I'll have to admit to this much, at least. Can't compete with you at all, especially if I'm in the state that I'm currently at right now. I'll have to release my limiter and make a motto restore my true power." While Shikamaru is watching all this, the Code finally escapes from there. Shikamaru continues to advise Naruto. Kawaki kills Boruto without any hesitation and tells him to do something about him. But Naruto disagrees. He says, as for what Kawaki did, the onus wasn't just on him. But Shikamaru says, maybe that's the case. But we would have had to deal with Momoshiki's power sooner or later. We might have not had any other options but to deal with him like that anyway. The fact that the Momoshiki will do whatever it takes for the sake of his goals. But he does not listen to Shikamaru. He wants to help Kawaki. Shikamaru says, we can't just unilaterally abandon all responsibility for him. Since public opinion of him is bad enough as is it already. But Naruto shows pity on Kawaki. Thinks of him as one of his family. Even when he sees what happened before his eyes. Shikamaru is surprised. He asks, so is this how you really feel? You said that Kawaki is a member of your family right now, from the bottom of your heart. However, after hearing this, Naruto gets angry with him. It also provokes his anger. He does not know what to decide. As they discuss, suddenly Boruto's eyes have started to open up. He says, don't just arbitrarily assume someone is dead. After seeing this, tears start welling up in Naruto's eyes. A stream starts to roll down his cheek. Naruto immediately pulls in Boruto for a hug. Shikamaru thinking to himself, no way, this is impossible. He definitely should have been dead. There was a wind tunnel going through his torso. Boruto grabs onto his shirt and chest where his gaping wound used to be. There's a black karma pattern there now. Momoshiki then appears, standing in front of and looking down at Boruto. Boruto don't understand what's happening. When Momoshiki appears, time seemed to stop. However, in this situation only Boruto and Momoshiki talk to each other. Then, Momoshiki explains how he revived the Boruto. He says, a portion of your heart and lungs got destroyed. And in addition, you lost a huge volume of blood. So naturally, you were going to die. Momoshiki had activated both Byakugan in his eyes and lifted up his right Rinnegan embedded palm. And Boruto's body is already 82% complete to take Momoshiki reincarnation. But he can't right now. Because the remaining 18% is not complete. But Momoshiki used his own 18% components to revive the Boruto. Now that Boruto is alive, so he thinks he has defeated Momoshiki. But here Momoshiki mentions another important thing. It doesn't change the fact that all 100% of the Otsutsuki data has been decompressed. In other words, you're 100% pure. You're already an authentic one. A perfectly complete Otsutsuki. And so this can only mean one thing. You're ripe to be the living sacrifice for the Ten-Tails. Boruto asks that Momoshiki. I've died once. And you said that everything would get taken away from me. So is this what you were referring to? But even Momoshiki does not know what happened now. He says he did not mention this situation. He finally says it will happen soon enough. Then Momoshiki disappears from there. Boruto hears it and is still scared. It is certain that what is Momoshiki mentioned in episode 65 does not refer to this situation. But Jogan is likely to appear in future chapters. Probably that's what he should have mentioned. Finally, the scene switches over to Ada's hideout. She asks Code. Amato is being sheltered and protected right in the center of Konoha. But there aren't any claw marks inside the village. So how are you planning on getting closer to him? But he says it won't be a problem. I've already made some preparations. So I think there is one more arc before time skip. But I hope to get some information about Jogan before time skip. Now, based on the scenario, the Code should definitely release his limiters. So I think the next chapter will focus on Amato. I wonder what they are going to do with Kawaki. Maybe both Boruto and Naruto will try to protect him. So, apart from all this, let me know in the comment section what you would like to see in story. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and good luck to all.